If you are a white-collar worker who's worried about the AI layoffs, you're right to be alarmed. But while most people are fearful of losing their livelihood, very few are noticing the unprecedented opportunity on the other side of AI. I've spent the last 4 years building my own content business while working full-time as a lawyer. And what I'm witnessing right now would have shaved years of that timeline. So in this video, I'll show you how you can start a one-person business with zero experience by answering these 4 simple questions. The first question is, what do you already know that's worth something? And most employees don't think about their work this way. You have spent years getting good at one thing, but you have only sold those skills to one buyer at a time, your employer, who is essentially the middleman between you and their clients. But if you remove the middleman, you get to be in charge of your own opportunities. You decide how much you work and how much you make. The potential is unmatched. Most skills are valuable outside of your office too. And because of today's technology, you can now work with whoever you want in whatever arrangement you like, as long as you have your own business and you're the one calling the shots. And these days, with the help of AI, the cost of starting is lower than ever. I remember how much I used to struggle with every aspect of business in the beginning. I spent weekends trying to learn WordPress from scratch for my first website. I bought SEO courses and spent months studying what others in the space were doing. I learned about branding, copywriting, building websites, and making posts. All of that would have been easier and progressed faster if I could have leveraged AI on the way. The second question is, what kind of business fits the life you want? And this is the most important one, because if you don't consider this, you're limiting your options and you may end up investing a ton of time and money into a business you don't even want. But as a beginner, you don't even know what your options are. It's easy to feel like the stakes are so high here and you don't want to commit to the wrong thing. But by refusing to do that, you may end up not committing to anything at all. Because if you don't allow yourself to try and fail, it becomes impossible to figure out what's available, how it works, and how it aligns with your personal goals. You get here by trying things, not by thinking about trying things. And you have to allow for this part to take time. Another mistake that a lot of people make is chasing quick cash instead of doing work that compounds slowly. In the beginning of running a business, income is irregular. And if you're starting while also working full-time in a job, business money becomes bonus money, so it doesn't matter that much, and it feels great in the moment. But when you quit and you're used to a monthly paycheck, not getting that paycheck with the same number every time feels uncomfortable, and it gets hard to plan your personal life too. And a lot of people struggle with that because they're not used to it, so they say yes to anything that will pay. Your focus scatters, and the right revenue streams get deprioritized for shiny but misaligned ones, and the business you actually want never ends up getting built. Another risk is burning out before anything gets enough time to compound. So start by picking something that's low friction with a clear learning goal in a field that you actually like. Because if the daily work drains you, no willpower will keep you going long enough. When I quit my job to go full-time, I realized that the things I would have to do to scale that business were misaligned with the lifestyle that I wanted. My business required me to be out and about interacting with people constantly and traveling on behalf of others. That was fun at 20% of my life, but at 100% it became a business that I couldn't see myself sustaining. So I started over with a format that I can actually see myself sticking with. I still don't have everything figured out here, but I like the process and daily work. And that is the most important part. So these days, my old business runs a bit slower and more passively in the background, and I am putting my energy into this channel instead, with the goal of helping corporate professionals transition into work that serves the life they want, not adjusting their entire existence to fit the corporate frame or a misaligned business model the way I did for years. But you shouldn't expect yourself to get business right the first time. Very few people do. But the version of you who figures out the right thing to build only exists on the other side of actually starting. And if you know that you want a business, but you're unsure of how to start or what could be a good fit, I'm happy to chat and help you get going. You can book a call with me below to make progress this week. But before you commit to anything, ask yourself what your ideal Tuesday looks like. What kind of work are you doing at 10 a.m.? Who are you talking to or not talking to? The more specific you get, the more useful this will become. And this is also a great place to use AI. Describe your ideal day in detail and ask AI to figure out the kind of work that aligns. Do you want to sit in front of a computer? Do you want to be out and about? You'll see options that you have never ever considered, because most of us have only been exposed to a fraction of what work can look like. AI can also make you learn a lot faster, so you don't have to figure things out slowly the way I did. And once you have a sense of the workflow that you want, you can put your idea through the remaining filters, your time, your budget, and your employment contract. And this one matters more than most people realize or want to admit, especially if you want to keep your job at the same time. And you may really want to do that in the beginning. And I've done a separate video on that, which you can watch after this one if you want to learn more. The third question is, how will people find you? Because if no one knows you exist, it doesn't matter how good your idea is. Most people think that they need to build the perfect thing first, and the distribution comes after. While the question of how you distribute can depend on the type of business, most businesses benefit from a distribution first approach. Think about a cafe. If it's present on social media months before it opens, it builds hype. And it has a chance to respond to what people actually want before committing to all the details. This saves money and time and ensures that the business is aligned with what people want. And it's exactly what I'm doing with this channel too, but when it comes to starting your first business and building wealth from zero. Developing what you sell and figuring out your distribution goes hand in hand. And this is also a great place to use AI. Ask it about how you should sell the product or service that you want to offer, and use what you're learning to shape the actual business. What AI cannot do though is build the client relationships for you. So you still need to earn trust and show up consistently. So the earlier you get used to those parts, the better it is. Start before you know what you're selling so you can figure out the tech side and the art of just showing up. Study what other people are doing, ask for help. Pick the platform or channel that fits how you actually want to work and the daily or weekly workflow that you can maintain. And if you don't want to show up on Instagram at a certain time every day, you don't have to. But if you're unsure of what you should do, I have years of social media experience and we can figure out all the details together. You'll find the link in the description below. And keep in mind that you don't need to be on all the platforms at once either. And platforms aren't necessary for all businesses either. What you should do in your business is entirely dependent on your desired lifestyle and the ways of making money that aligns with that. So don't do what most people do, which is focusing on the work before the life, thinking that they will work and then build the life they want. Because while it can work, it usually ends in misalignment, burnout, or building a life you don't even want. The fourth question is whether anyone will pay for what you want to sell. And this is where most people struggle. Before you invest real time or money, you want to know if there is demand for your idea. And if not, you want to be able to switch the idea. And the people you want to learn from are the ones who actually have the problem that you're trying to solve, and the people who would actually pay to have it solved. So you need to talk to the right people, describe what you're thinking about selling, and watch how they respond. So you test the product or service before you actually build it. And if you want, you can do this through content and platforms, but keep in mind that it is slower than reaching out to people one-on-one. And for faster results, combine both. And if you go for the content route, you can get clear on what gets picked up and what doesn't, and talk to people as a natural part of the process. This is also where AI is useful, but it can't have the conversations or predict the demand for you. What you are looking for is real commitment where people are actually willing, or even better, happy to spend money with you. And once you get a sale, you need to ask yourself the harder question. How many times do you need to do this to replace your salary, and would you want to? Is it sustainable? Or should you keep exploring other ideas and options? Because over the years, I have tried a lot that I couldn't see myself sustaining long term. But I kept thinking that all money was good money, or that it was a good learning experience. But we have limited resources, and if you want a business that you actually like, you need to allow yourself to be picky and say no to the wrong opportunities. And that is easier to do if you keep your day job. But you need to consider your employment contract so you don't end up committing to a business that could get you fired from your job. And to learn more about that, watch this video next.